somebody made a Borderlands fan film 9 years ago. And apparently, this is supposed to be like a really good rendition of Borderlands. So, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. It's 9 years ago, so let's be real. The landscape of YouTube 9 years ago, 2013. This is most likely gonna be like a Freddie Wong, or what was it, like was it Digital Corridor? I think it is, like who did the dubstep gun? Fucking who did that? Yeah, it was Digital Corridor. It's gonna be like one of these, like really overproduced After Effects style fucking like where people were trying to actually act and do real movies on YouTube and everything. See, but like they don't have the actual like money to produce anything that looks like it. Pretty much the Borderlands movie. It's kind of sad how this looks just like the Borderlands movie. Like this is a 12-year-old fucking YouTube video, and this honestly has better editing than what I've seen in the goddamn Borderlands trailer. See, so I'm thinking that we're gonna see something very similar in this. It's kind of like the same YouTube era. Let's see. Well, first off, right off the bat, they got somebody noodling on a guitar, which is a lot better than what that song that they had on I think it was like Electric Light Orchestra that they used for the like trying to get that Guardians of the Galaxy Suicide Squad vibe, but kind of really just failed to capture on that. The thing is, the Borderlands audience is a lot younger than what the Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel fan base is, so you know they're not going to be moved by nostalgia for like a 1970s song. Should have went with No Rest for the Wicked, or even the Heavy, you know. I can see where you're running from. I know just where you're running from. And I know. Okay, see, they actually tried to do some, like, just light cell shaded makeup on her. Her wig looks a lot better than Cate Blanchett's, actually. And she's got red contacts. Like, this is accurate Lilith right here. She got a little fucking Sherpa, you know, what do you call that? The Sherpa foam fuzz right here on the collar, kind of like the bomber jackets. I'm fucking with this. Okay. I don't know why they had to make Roland look like this motherfucker ain't sleeping like 3 days. This man looks tired as fuck. But yeah, no, I mean, I obviously this is low budget YouTube fan film, so they're not gonna have like the greatest of costumes, but like, yeah, I see what they were going for here. I see what they were going for. Well, Roland is already taller than Lilith, so that works. It's already better than the Borderlands trailer. I don't know. I feel like they should have gone from focusing on him walking away and then kind of pulled back to her ass. Because that's like the classic Lilith shot is like Lilith's ass at hip fucking, you know, at hip height.
Zone, baby, and you are made of gasoline, metal, or bacon. Get the fuck out!
that 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 was unexpected. That was unexpected, but I do love me some Torg, so I fucks with it. So we actually got Gage. We got this Zero head is awful though. Like I don't know why man, people need to stop making Zero's head like fucking 30 times too big in these cosplay. This casting is about as bad as Roland in the real trailer. They got a tall ass dude who's white and old as fuck playing Salvador with a blue beard. This guy is like 2 feet too tall for this role, and this person is like 2 feet too short for this role. He looks like Ed Harris. Y'all know who Ed Harris was? He's a director of he was the director on the Truman Show. Yeah, I could have done without this. Like, I don't know why everybody just thinks Borderlands humor is just toilet and piss and shit gags. Borderlands humor is a lot more nuanced. Is that all anybody gets from Borderlands is just piss, shit, and dick jokes? Like, and farts? Because, like, there's a lot of nuance to the Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel writing that goes over a lot of people's heads, apparently. I guess this is supposed to be the dude in Sanctuary that's banging on the doors all the time. They got discount Tom Hardy. This isn't even dollar store Tom Hardy. This is Temu Tom Hardy. Okay, they actually mixed in a remix there, if you hear it, of the Heavy song, How Do You Like Me Now? Oh, yeah. If you listen to the background music, they actually, they got, that's kind of accurate. I, I gotta say, this hat looks like shit. So does this. And so does that. I don't know why Tofu from Resident Evil is here, but we're not going to discuss that. However, this looks like shit, but it automatically looks better than the Goliath mask in the $150 million film. The fact that this is a YouTube video looking like shit, we can, we can easily be like, oh, just make a little bit of an excuse for that because this is self-produced fan film. $150 million official release, though, and you might want to do a little bit better than a fucking cardboard box over a Goliath's head. Okay, so they got Dr. Zed actually tweaking her skill tree here. That's kind of a cool little touch right there. That's also very similar to an idea that I had in my game to how my skill trees are accessed. So that's kind of funny that somebody else kind of picked up on skill trees being like a biological implant in game. That's very similar to the game that I've been working on. That is some good casting for Zed, though. I really fuck with the casting for Zed. That's a that's a pretty accurate scene from Borderlands 2 when you first meet Zed and he's, jabbing the needle into the dude's sternum, asking to get the red rock out. So I'm not mad about that. However, what I am mad about is that if they were going to film this scene, they should have had him on the other side of the table if they wanted to go for accuracy. Because I don't know about any of you guys, but this bothers me right here that it's flipped. It's backwards from what it should. See, that's a very talented Moxie. I'd like to see what other kind of assets this Moxie brings to the table. Because I'm already liking the talent that she's showing. However, whoever drew the heart on her tit, it looks like she drew the heart on herself because she didn't want anybody to touch her tit. But baby girl, that shit just kind of looks like an Among Us head, really. You know what I mean? One of those little fucking bean dudes. I gotta say, even though they're carrying a lot of Nerf guns and shit, this is probably one of the most accurate props I've seen in the Borderlands fandom. This right here, I guess it would be like a lead storm. This is what I'm guessing this is. Lead storm, I guess Vladov Gatling gun, spinny gun. But this looks better than any of the guns that they've showed in the Borderlands trailer. I gotta say. See, this is the problem with old YouTube fan films is people feel stupid in these stupid costumes and doing this shit out in public, so they don't really take it as serious as they should. So instead of actually acting like they're shooting, it just looks like they're playing with toy guns. See? I don't know, that fight for your life timer went pretty fast there. He must have already been fucked, or he might have been glitched too. Gearbox has never fixed that, where you go down too many times at one point and it never resets. Just never resets until you die. It's like 10 years later and that shit's still in the game. Okay, I don't mind the editing here. However, I probably would have added in the iconic Bing from the second wind right there. Bing! You know what I mean? Bro, who the fuck be... I don't remember any guns in Borderlands 1 firing, like fan firing like this. I could be wrong, but I remember most revolvers. Yeah, no. They kick back like this. I don't remember any fan firing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where this guy got this animation to mock, but that's not Borderlands for sure. Okay, so they actually have accurate props for each of the Roland and Axton soldier archetypes here. So it's actually really cool that they were able to do that. And this goes back to what I said before. We haven't seen Roland throw his turret yet. And if this dude is standing next to this turret, this looks like, where you crouch down, you'd be head level. This looks like pretty much like game accurate height right here. Kevin Hart's not going to be much taller than the actual turret that he throws out. So I'm telling you, if you watch this Borderlands movie, there's going to be a point at which somebody makes a joke in that movie that turret is bigger than him. I guarantee it. And if they did it, then this movie's in bigger trouble than we thought. All right, let's see. See, I kind of wish they used this as a jumping point where she got surrounded for her to show off her siren powers. But I'm guessing since I just kind of skimmed through, it looks like we're about to see it for the first time. So let's see what they do with it. Oof. I need a pick-me-up. Give me some iridium, will you? Commander Crackhor back at it. See, you can actually tell, like, even though, like, the acting's bad and some of the costumes look pretty shitty, this looks okay, you know what I mean? Like, this is actually crafted by people that's played the game and understand, the at least the lore to the game. I wouldn't say the humor because they kept making potty jokes earlier in this. I fucking hate that people think that Borderlands is just a game that's deduced to like memes and potty jokes because there's a lot more nuance to it. God damn it! Okay, this is wrong. All right, right here. Unless you're using a Jill of all trades class mod, all right, Gage is not going to be able to use the Infinity Pistol because of her smaller, lighter, faster skill, and it'll make her magazine a lot smaller. It takes away that one, so unless you're using a Jill of all trades class mod, you're not going to be able to be functional with an Anarchy. And even if you do an Infinity with Anarchy, you just become a walking cloud of bullets. I've done it before. It's just not viable. Is that a dude playing Tiny Tina? Tiny Tina looks huge here. Bro. Tina, why the long face? I think that is a dude, though. I think that actually is a dude. I don't think I've ever seen the Vault Hunters in a basement with wooden floorboards above their heads. I I still man, that is a ridiculously comically large Zero head. Is it not? Why is every single time that we see a cosplayer do Zero, they have to have a comically large head like that? I don't remember Zero's head being comically large in the game like this.
don't care what Jack has told you, how well defended you think you are.
I mean, this guy's given a better voice performance than we saw from Kevin Hart. As much as I want to sit here and tear apart like how some of these actors don't look anything like the actual actors in the movie, then I just start thinking about how the actors in the movie don't look like anything like the actors in the game. And then I'm just sitting here thinking, and I'm like, well, they probably did a better job considering that this was probably like shot with like a $300 budget compared to like $150 million. The phase lock was real rough. This guy, oh my god, this guy looks like the fucking. If anybody ever seen a movie called Employee of the Month, this guy looks like the dude that played the manager of the store. He's like a real pussy, and he got kicked around by his fucking midget brother. That's what this guy looks like. They got they got blue panties on Moxie. That's that right there shows that they pay more attention to the Borderlands franchise than Gearbox does. All right, look like we're about to see some Krieg. I don't remember Krieg having a fucking. I need to see some abs there, not some drawn on abs. Okay, no, this is just a random psycho, I guess. I do think it's cool that they actually got a bar that let them shoot this in there, though. That adds to the realism.
Torch shareholders wired my voice box with a digital sensor, so I can't say stuff like shit, asshole. That's like half my fucking vocabulary.
This guy was the doc before the doc was the doc. This guy's the 3-time champ before the 2-time was even the 2-time. I've seen her as a cosplayer all throughout the years, and her too. But I've mainly seen her as Maya cosplay. And they actually have a Mordecai in here, which is way more than I can say for the Borderlands movie trailer. But like some of those comments said in the video that I covered the other day, I'm actually kind of glad that they didn't really put some of my favorite characters, like especially Handsome Jack. It would be absolutely awful to watch them butcher Handsome Jack. See, here's the problem I have with this, right? Like, if you're just going to have a digitized angel overlaid, right, like that, like, Brittany Johnson's face is already realistic in Borderlands 2. So just put that in there. I don't know why they needed this bitch. And this bitch needed to take a shower before she filmed. this mask actually looks better than the Krieg mask. And I know this isn't Krieg, but this Psycho mask looks better than the Psycho mask and Krieg masks that they have in the movie, which is funny and sad all at the same time. Why? Why would you even give her a casting in this if she's just a random psycho? This, this bitch was like, I'm not doing it unless you put my name in the video. Also, I am like at in the beginning of this, I was like, oh, cool, they have the heavy, but they just been looping the same fucking 45-second like fucking audio over and over again, and I am ready for this video to be over because of that fucking how do you like me now shit. And it's sad because I want to react to this on YouTube, but I probably might not even be able to put this up on YouTube because of all the fucking copyright on this, because of the how you like me now being repeated over and over for verbatim. That is a girl. That's unfortunate, but anyway, Morgan L. Black was in this trailer more than that fucking psycho girl, Becky or whatever her name was, and they didn't even give her her own title card. They put her in with the Tiny Tina. Like, she deserved to have her own title card. The other psycho cut, and this one could just be left out too because yikes. Dan Bandola was the best character in this whole fucking trailer that we watched. Killed it. Stabbed the man in the chest. That's all we needed. Yeah, I mean, it's better casting than Kate Blanchett, that's for sure. But I would go for somebody. I don't know why. Is it just me? Or let me look this up, I guess. Borderlands Lilith. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get masculine from Lilith. I don't understand why they're trying to always cast somebody as masculine for Lilith. I don't see it. Look, a lot of yo, Jira, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Usagi. Throw up some Mac loves and Max Grongs in the chat. Appreciate that. But yeah, look, if you look at a lot of the community fan art, it makes her feminine as hell. I don't know what that is. You see, most Borderlands people that in the community that draw her to be more feminine. But it seems like Gearbox and everybody else that's trying to cast, women for Lilith try to go masculine with it. I don't know why they got Professor Snape playing Lilith. This makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't see it. I really don't. Is there anything else more to this, or is it just... Yeah, let's see who played Moxie. Allison Ox. Rhymes with... Let's move on. His name's Brian. Nope, it's Mike Prost. He looked like a Brian to me. I don't know why. Harvey's bar. Morgan's boyfriend. Nah, fuck you, man. Fuck you. If you're using my bar, you're fucking crediting my bar and the address where it's located. So nah, hell no, man. You just Morgan's boyfriend, bro. I let you use my bar so you could film your shitty Borderlands fan film, and you're not gonna give me any credit or shout out or advertisement for my no. I thought that was a cool video up until then, and then I see that they credited the bar to Morgan's boyfriend. They didn't even mention Morgan's boyfriend's name. Like Morgan's boyfriend Tim. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of. That's kind of fucked up, you know. Yeah, that's the best you get is Morgan's boyfriend. I don't think I've ever seen a bar named Morgan's boyfriend. That's for fucking sure. Because anyone watching the video isn't old enough to drink. That's not true. Borderlands is an M-rated series.